I'm going to call the meeting to order. Where everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul.
Here.
Vice Mayor Starkey.
Here.
Councilmember Whitman.
Here.
Councilmember Hatton.
Here.
Councilmember Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Lamach.
Here.
Mr. Lewis. Mr. Holste. Mr. Sherwin.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We'd just like to take a few moments of silence in memory of our past governor and senator, Robert Graham, Bob Graham, a very dignified, wonderful gentleman who did a great deal for the state of Florida. I'm saddened by his passing. God bless. Thank you. Well, we're going to go right into the consent agenda. We have nothing to table or withdrawn, so I'm going to pull number 9 from the consent agenda. Does anyone else have anything that they want to pull?
Nope, all set.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda minus number 9?
Motion to approve consent agenda, less number 9.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. Number 9 is the design build selection for our greatly anticipated town hall. Moving closer and closer, and I pulled this to have Mr. Holste give us an overview.
Good evening, Mayor.
Whoa.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Philip Holste, Assistant Town Administrator. Tonight, I'll be making a presentation that'll provide an overview of the extensive backup for this item prior to your consideration of the Davie Town Hall Design Build Ranking. My presentation will cover how we arrived at this point, the process utilized for short ranking the firms, our shortlist recommendations, and next steps. The Town of Davie Procurement Division issued the RFP for the Davie Town Hall Design Build on July 20th, 2023. The purpose of this request for a proposal, RFP, was to secure a qualified design build consultant to design and construct a new 4-story government complex town hall facility to be located at the old town hall location at 6591 Orange Drive. The RFP was broken up into 2 packages. Package A examined the design build team qualifications and experience. Package B was focused on the project cost, methodology, and schedule. The RFP was issued on July 20th, 2023, with a mandatory pre-bid meeting on August 10th, 2023. The initial RFP was due on September 28th, 2023, but this deadline was extended approximately 6 weeks, as there was 13 addendums following the RFP issuance. The town received 4 proposals for this design build. Subsequently, the review committee that consisted of administration, engineering, public works, and town clerk's office staff held their first review committee meeting on December 18, 2023. Thereafter, the committee held 3 more meetings for a total of 4 meetings, culminating in the shortlist that you will consider tonight. As we discuss tonight's shortlist, we want to keep in mind that we have 3 great firms that could all build this project and build it successfully. However, only one firm could be ranked number 1. At the first committee meeting, we reviewed the 4 proposals based upon the depicted evaluation criteria that focused on the design build team's qualifications and experience. Subsequently, the review committee conducted its first ranking and recommended that we proceed with reviewing the Package B responses. At the second review committee meeting, we reviewed the Package B proposals based on 5 evaluation criteria that focused on project cost, methodology, and schedule. The committee conducted its ranking and chose to shortlist to 3 firms. The Tudor proposal was approximately more than $20 million higher than the other 3 firms and the committee proceeded with scheduling presentations from Kaufman Lynn, Golf, and Stiles Pirtle. So on February 20th, 2024, the review committee heard presentations from the 3 shortlisted firms. Subsequently, the committee held its 3rd review committee meeting. However, the committee did not rank at this meeting as it desired more information regarding the following topics. The topics included the type of construction related to the fire rating. During the process, 3 types of construction were proposed based on fire resistance or the types of materials allowed to be used in the building construction. Staff desired clarification if all 3 firms could meet the town's desired type of construction. The next one was the tree disposition plan. We wanted to know if there's any deviations from the plan that was included in the design criteria package. We wanted to make sure that no additional trees would be removed, whether we utilize tilt wall construction or concrete block system CBS construction. And again, we just wanted to confirm that there won't be any impact on the trees additionally. Next, we looked at the north parking lot drainage that goes between Town Hall and the rodeo grounds and the impact on the parking lot trees. Again, we wanted to confirm the proposed drainage improvements in the parking lot area and make sure there won't be any additional impacts on the existing trees. And then finally, we looked at utilizing Huck Lyles, the southern part of Huck Lyles, as a staging area. We wanted that clarification on the need and use of Huck Lyles as we proceeded in the project timeline developing it. So following the receipt of the responses to these questions, we held our 4th and final review committee meeting. As the committee, took into consideration, we have 3 great firms again that, based upon the design build qualifications and experience, they could all build this project as I referenced earlier. All 3 proposals were similar in cost, including the add alternates. The main difference is Kaufman Lynn and Golf provided pricing on all the add alternates. Stiles Pirtle did not provide pricing for a 10-year warranty or connecting to the West Side Drainage Project. The proposers proposed 2 different types of construction. Kaufman Lynn and Golf proposed tilt wall. Stiles Pirtle proposed CBS. We believe that tilt wall will save construction time as we proceed. And then finally, looking at the different visions that were provided. You turned off the screen for me. Sorry. The final consideration was the vision for the town hall. We looked at the visions that were proposed, how close it was to the design criteria package, and we felt Kaufman Lynn had the best vision in comparison to what was desired through the design criteria package. So the final ranking ended up being Kaufman Lynn number 1, Golf number 2, and Stiles Pirtle's number 3. So the next steps, if the shortlist recommendations are approved tonight, administration will initiate negotiations with Kaufman Lynn with the goal to bring back the final contract at the July 24, 2024 Town Council meeting. If these negotiations aren't successful, we'd proceed with the negotiation with the second-ranked proposer, Golf, and if those negotiations fail, we would negotiate with Stiles Pirtle. The town attorney's office has already hired the law firm of Smith Curry Olis to prepare the contract for consideration by the number 1 ranked firm, and a draft contract has been prepared to expedite these negotiations. Please note that construction will not begin the next day upon approval of the contract. We will provide a firm timeline with the contract consideration. Ideally, it'll be in July, as mentioned. Once we complete negotiations, we know additional funds will be needed, and we will discuss it at that time. Thank you for your time. I'll take any questions. Thank you.
Any question?
Nope.
I think that it looks like you, and following this, has done a really, taken a hard job and really made sure that you looked at every nick, every corner and every cranny. And I know those issues that I was most concerned about have certainly been addressed, and I appreciate that. Unless there's any other questions or concerns, I'm going to ask someone to make a motion.
Yeah.
To, huh?
I'll make a motion to approve
Okay.
number 9. I'll make a motion to approve number 9. selection.
Well, let's, I think the motion should be, because of the way it was presented, that, so that we don't have to come back, that they proceed with number one,
Yes.
and if that doesn't work out, they may move to the others without having
Agreed.
come back to council.
Agreed.
Is that
Excellent.
sufficient? Okay.
Agreed.
That'll be my motion.
Okay,
I'll
thank you.
second.
Thank you very much. May I have a roll call?
Mayor Paul,
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey.
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Yay, move forward.
Oh, gosh. I think that was for my benefit when Phil said, construction will not start the day after. I think that was cute. Thank you
Yeah,
very
and
much.
I thank staff also for all their hard work,
Yes.
and Rick and Moss and Phil and Philip and Alan, who's not here, and everybody who's participated in this. Everybody has worked
Everybody.
very hard. Thank you, building official, all of you. If I left
This
all of you
is,
out, I'm sorry.
you know, when you take on a project like this, it's going to change forever
Yeah, Brian?
the look of the town and how we present ourselves, and we've been anxious, so I'm glad that we're finally
For
moving on.
23 years I've been.
Mayor?
Yeah.
Never mind, let's not go there.
Mayor,
What?
now that we've approved this, do they have any idea of how long it will take?
He's going to mention that when we have the contract.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
thank
Phil-
you, I'm sorry. I
Phil
just
said
thought
that
they'd
when he
have it.
was,
I didn't quite,
when he was
got it,
presenting.
thank you.
Okay, let's go on to our public hearing. Quasi judicial public hearing items. Number 15 is a variance, is a resolution. Mr. Sherwin, would you please read it by title?
The quasis have all been waived, by the way. So, a resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V23-105, Celeste Reserve, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Is there, this is a public hearing, is there anyone here that wishes to speak for or against this item? Okay, seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Are there any questions from council on this? I know we've been looking at this for a while because it's been tabled and so forth, so I don't know if we need a presentation. No, okay, thank you. Could I ask for a motion then to approve that variance?
Motion to approve the variance number 15?
Second it. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Starkey. Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Mayor Paul.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 16 is also a variance. Mr. Sherwin, would you read the resolution by title?
Again, the quasi's been waived. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V23-166, Saldargiaga, providing for severability, providing for conflict, providing for an effective date.
This is a public hearing. If there's anyone that would like to speak for or against this item, you may come forward at this time. Is the applicant here? Okay. Do you want to say anything, or no? Leave it to us, okay. I'll close the public hearing then. If there's a question, we can ask you. Does anyone from town council have any question or discussion? I just wanted to say, usually I'm very tough on variances, but on this particular one, because there's a lake, this is the one with the lake behind it? No? Oh, sorry.
Mayor, this is the one where, when they got the pool in there was less setbacks at that time.
Oh, I thought that.
So we
I'm sorry.
changed our code after the.
Right, you're right,
And so
okay.
he really, yeah.
Okay, I'm all right.
And that's
I-
probably what you were thinking.
I was confused there for a minute. Thank you. So because of the code change, you know, this happens all the time, and it becomes very difficult because your neighbors have one thing and then you're required to have something else, so. And I believe there were no objections from your neighbors? That's correct. Right, okay, thank you. Would someone like to make a motion to approve?
Motion to approve 16 variance?
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, number 17 is also a variance. I think we have a similar situation here, a little bit different, but Mr. Sherwin, would you read the resolution by title, please?
Yes. The quasi has been waived. It's a resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V23-158 McPherson, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Okay, this is a public hearing. Anybody that, from the public wish to speak for or against this item? Seeing none, then I'll,
Now,
oh,
if there's
yes.
someone, Your Honor.
You're the applicant? Okay. Did you want to say anything? Don't be nervous.
All right. Can you pass out my email? My name is Randy McPherson. I live at 15300 Southwest 24th Place, Davie, Florida. I've lived in the town for 30 years. I love the town. So we decided to build a garage. We put the application in. The town approved the setback at 31 feet,
you.
which was not correct. The setback is 35 feet. But unfortunately, I have a bunch of landscaping in front of the garage I did not want to remove, so I wanted to move it back even further. So I contacted the town, which is the email that you have right there. I spoke to Lorraine. I explained to her that I wanted to move it back and I needed to know what the setback was. Lorraine got back with me on my email and said the planner will look at it and research the matter and get back to you. The planner sent me the email, and you can see what his reply is. The setback is 17.5 feet. Thank God I didn't do 17.5 feet. I only do 3.5 feet more, and that's where we are. I've built the building. The contractor says I can do an as-built instead of resubmitting to the town, which if I would have resubmitted, maybe it would have got caught there. So I apologize for that. I have all my neighbors around me. They signed. They had no problem with it. Behind the building, there's about 35, 40 feet of areca palms. You can't even see it. There's no windows, doors, or anything back there. So question?
Any questions?
Oh.
No. Go ahead and finish. I just.
No,
wanna
I'm
tell you
all
I
done.
have some comments on that.
I'm all done. I appreciate it. If you have any
Okay.
questions.
Okay, if you have any questions or comments,
Yes.
well, go
Mayor, if you,
ahead, wreck the microphone.
I know, I'm breaking the microphone. It's broke my hearing aids, broke the microphone. I'm on a roll, huh? Can you hear me as I speak? Because I
Yes.
can't hear it coming back to me, so I apologize. We just denied somebody in the area where you live there that had done something sort of like built it and then kind of asked for permission. And I kind of have a problem with people who do that. So I really looked at this one today and spent some time on it. And I really feel this is, I looked at it in a lot of different ways. I think that part of this was the town's problem. I think we gave him some bad information. And I think like what Mr. Quigley had said at the end, one of the criteria is who's harmed by this. And if you look at the site, you look at everything around here, I think this is kind of a special dispensation here. So I'm kind of feel for the gentleman here, and so I'm kind of going to lean to his favor, and I would support this because I don't think there was any intent to violate or do anything wrong.
Right.
If there was, I would say so.
There was.
I spent some time on this today, and then I feel for what you're going through.
This is I've spent about $6,000 because of this. So,
I can imagine. I honestly can
and
imagine.
I'm not Lennar Holmes, by the way. So my wife's a school teacher for 30 years, and I'm a soccer coach. So, I mean,
And it's a nice looking property and in the neighborhood where it's at. I would support this, Mayor.
Okay, yeah, I felt the same way.
Me too.
If the town made an error, and, then we kind of
Should
have
eat
to eat it in that sense. And I'm not going to punish you for an error that was made by the town, so.
Thank you.
I'm usually hard on variances too, but in certain cases, it does work if you use the system.
Yeah, I'm going to support it as well. I mean, this is, and I want to go on the record again by saying, after-the-fact variances is something that we don't like at all. And we're going to be cracking down quite a bit on that. And I think everybody who's in this room who's with staff has heard us say it. But this is one of those circumstances where a mistake's been made, and on everybody's fault. It was not an intentional disregard of our code or even the community. So, I apologize for that. And at least your product, I went out there, I looked at, everything looked nice.
Oh, good. You came to my
The
house? You went to my house?
Just did a drive-by. I always like to get my feel for
I was
the
probably working
community.
outside, wasn't I, in the yard?
No. I was on my way to see my daughter. But, no, it's easy to see that, it could easily be done, and there's no reason why it can't go forward.
All right, thank you.
It's nice, it's a beautiful area.
Marlon, this is your district. Would you like to make the motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Number 17 variance.
Yeah,
You've
Yes,
gotta
number
say
17
yes.
variant, motion approved.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
very much. Good luck. You're my neighbor.
You actually came down my street 30 years ago in your red Dodge, I think.
That's a long time.
big talk with my wife.
That is a long time ago. Okay, that closes the public hearing portion of the meeting. We have an Arbor Day proclamation, National Crime Victim Rights, which reminds me that there's the vigil at Long Key on Tuesday evening. I know a couple of council members are planning to go. Are there any committee or board appointments? No, okay. No old business, no new business. Next meeting is May 1st. God, where's the time going? Wow. All right, on comments, I'm just going to start off. I have a few very briefly. Our Veterans Breakfast yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. 109 people were served breakfast yesterday at our Veterans Breakfast. And I have veterans coming to me that are joining us from other municipalities and asking me to ask their mayors and councils and commissions to replicate our program in their community. So I gave them a few hints on how to get it started. And, yeah. And we will have an opportunity to discuss this further with some other individuals from other communities. But it's such a success. And while I'm talking about veterans, I announced it yesterday. I had the honor of going over to Oakmont last week and read a proclamation in honor of Danny Jacobson, who was 105 years old. And he is a World War II veteran, served in the infantry, and his unit, I believe he said it was the 45th Infantry, they liberated Dachau concentration camp. And that was in April of 1945. So we not only celebrated his birthday, but also the liberation of Dachau. And Commissioner Geller was there, presented a county proclamation as well, and also a beautiful plaque from the Holocaust Education Center in Dania. And he commented, and he said that they have two things there that are on display. One is a railroad car, one of the originals that was brought over here, and a Sherman tank. And they indicated that that Sherman tank was one of the tanks used during the liberation of Dachau. So, you know, everything seemed to it was very, very heartwarming. And so the people over at Oakmont are going to try to work out to bring Danny to one of our breakfasts so we can honor him. But if they can't, Jeff has already said we could take a group of about 8 or 10 on our Parks and Rec van and go over to Oakmont and visit with him and have a nice little tete-a-tete with him. He's sharp. He answered questions. He remembered everything. He gave detail, and it was just a very phenomenal experience. And I'm very heartwarming that he's living in Davie. And Willard Shepard was there doing a story, and they're putting that together. And I've been in contact with Willard, and he said as soon as it's complete, it will air. I think he does a show on Channel 5 now. And when it's ready, though, he's going to give us the link so that we'll be able to see it. So it should be very nice. Reminder that tomorrow is my mayor's breakfast at Ella's Cafe. Or is it coffee house or cafe?
Ella Cafe, not
Ella. Oh, it's Ella Cafe. Thank you. Because originally the thing said coffee house.
Yeah,
So.
the chamber put that together.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay. So that'll be tomorrow at 9:30, and everybody's welcome. Look forward to seeing you and discuss whatever it is that we want to talk about. Michelle, would you like to go?
Thank you, Mayor. Tomorrow, April 18th, is our first stormwater assessment meeting, and the next one will take place on April 24th. The event will occur here at the Pine Island Multipurpose Center at 6:30. Our town administrator and staff will lead the presentation, which includes a detailed discussion on the proposed assessment for fiscal year 2025. I want our residents and businesses to come out and participate so you can get the right information from our team and get your questions answered. Our first community forum meeting will take place on Thursday, April 25th. In fact, it will take place in my district at Sunny Lake Bird Sanctuary at 6:30 p.m. I want to invite everyone to attend so you can know and understand what the proposed programs and initiatives are for 2025. All our meeting dates and information is located on the town's website. The Town of Davie Police Department's Child Safety Seat installation will be held on Saturday, April 20th, 2024. The event will take place from 9 a.m. to noon at the Davie CarMax Vehicle Service Area. The child's car safety seat is checked by certified police officers and traffic unit service aides at no charge. Each check and installation will take approximately 30 minutes. Participants are asked to bring their vehicle owner's manual and car seat manual. All individuals who wish to participate must make an appointment with the car seat event coordinator, CSA Deetra, at 954-693-8358. Our HR department kicked off a homeless donation drive last week. Now through April 24th, 2024, our team will collect various toiletries and essential items and provide them through the Love is on the Streets organization for distribution. All main town hall sites will collect the list of identified items. Donations will be given to individuals suffering homelessness. Visit our website to download the list. This week, we are celebrating and recognizing our public safety telecommunicators. A major thanks and recognition to those who serve by being the first line of response. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. I had a great time Saturday. I hope everybody else did. We had the rodeo at the Bergeron Rodeo. It was a lot of fun this year. So I hope everybody gets a chance. If you don't already know, come out again. There's another one coming in June. I also had a great time at University of Florida, IFAS. I was invited with Jesse Bastos, who's in our Environmental Agriculture Board, to attend a community garden hub, they call it. And that is, it was a presentation that I was asked to do on the Blue Zone, which you've all approved, and they wanted more information about that. It seemed like the group that was about, maybe, I don't know how many, maybe I count wrong, but it looked like about 100 people there. And they also had folks from all over the county that had various food gardens and food forests, they call them, and spoke on that, and pollinators, and they were all talking about the gardenings that they've all had in all their municipalities, and what their challenges were and what they were able to achieve. So it was a really good event. I was honored that Jessie wanted me to go with her and talk about the Blue Zone, and Jessie talked very proudly about our garden, community garden that she does, and hosts education committees with our Parks and Rec out in Robbins Lodge every Saturday. Came back with a lot of ideas, so I'll be in touch with the Parks and Rec and Rick Lamack and everybody to try to see if these are some of the good ideas that we can also incorporate with some of the things we've been doing anyway. So it was very, very good. And somebody up here got married on Sunday. We all attended, Marlon, and I want to tell you, it was the most beautiful, beautiful wedding I've ever seen, and it was at Robbins Lodge, go figure. Such a beautiful little place out in nature, and I'm telling you, they zhuzhed it up like big glam. It was beautiful, beautiful, and they both so happy, and I was honored to be there. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you and Sarah. The other thing, we're going to have another 4-H Spring Fest also at the Bergeron Rodeo Grounds, and that'll be coming up soon. And thank you for mentioning the stormwaters. I'm going to be attending the Stormwater Master Plan meetings as well. What else did I want to touch upon? At the League of Cities, we had a presentation done about business for the arts. And I know that Councilmember Hatton has been involved in our cultural arts, and this was Robin Vegas, who's with Broward County, the business of the arts. And it really showed the impacts that art has on our as an economic engine within municipalities and the county itself, and how it affects just about everything we're doing, and you don't even realize it. So it was a really wonderful presentation. I have some literature. I'll just turn it over to the mayor and staff. I thought most importantly Carol would enjoy also seeing this. If you haven't already, she serves on our board, so I didn't know. I'll make sure that the clerk, anybody can
Committee
pass
that's
it.
working on the arts.
On the arts, very good. If you don't want to see it, it's gone that way. So I thought everybody would like to see that. And another fun thing, I know my grandchildren are all excited, especially the little boys. There's the Touch-A-Truck in Davie coming up on May 4th. So I think that's going to be fun at the Bergeron Rodeo Arena. And I tell you, they always get a good time going, watching these huge trucks there and being able to be up front and close to it. And it's always a lot of fun. They have a lot of various activity, food trucks and other things that happen, and bounce houses, and it's a lot of fun. And if I didn't cover it, I hope the mayor and council members will. Thank you.
Got 2 more to go.
Oh, excuse me. Happy Passover coming up Monday, and Happy Earth Day, both on the same day. Thank you.
Councilmember Hatton.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have really, I think you guys covered it all before you got to me, but I must mention Mr. Lewis's wedding on Sunday. You and Sarah, I wish you all the best. It was a most amazing thing, incredible. It was top shelf all the way, and I just wish you all the best, that you two stay in as much love as you are, and it is really nice to see. Congratulations.
Let me start off by telling everyone that next Saturday, April 27th, at Shenandoah Park, we will have a shred-a-thon and a prescription drug drop-off event. And this collection will take place from 9 to 11 a.m. or until the disposal trucks reach capacity. Residents can bring up to 7 standard-sized boxes, 15 by 12 by 10, for shredding. Normally, they're only allowed 5, but we've increased the quantity accepted. This event is free to Davie residents. It's for getting personal and confidential documents destroyed and provides an avenue to disposal of medications safely. Also, I think this is important, our Public Works team has advised that there will be a road closure on the west side of Southwest 26th Street as part of the Little Country Estates and Grover Estates neighborhood drainage improvement project. The closure will take place from Monday, April 22nd to Friday, May 10th, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The contractor will connect piping as part of this project. One lane will remain open during construction hours with flag persons who will direct traffic, as all lanes will reopen to traffic at the end of the workday. Those traveling in the area should be prepared for some delays. And as my colleagues had mentioned, I was very fortunate to be married this weekend, and I want to thank the staff there that helped out there at Robbins Park, but I wish the happiness I have on everyone. I'm very blessed to be with someone that when I described her to my veterinarian, she looked at me, she said, "You know, you just described a unicorn. They don't exist." And I said, "Yeah, they do." And so I'm a very blessed and happy man, and I wish this on everybody, please. So again, thank you all for coming, and I've had just an enjoyable weekend, incredible. Wish everybody could have that.
It was
Thank
very-
you.
It was very nice. Mr. Lemack,
Mayor, I have nothing to add this evening, thank you.
Mr. Sherwin,
Nothing.
if there are no objections, we're adjourned.